Hey guys, welcome back to Pure South Pastures. I'm Mark, and today, pretty much all I can say is it is hot. Hot. You say, Mark, you sound like a recording, like you just keep saying the same thing. Well, it's just blazing here. Maybe we might get a shower this afternoon, so hopefully so. Want to say happy 4th of July to you. Man, what a great honor, privilege to be able to live in the country we live in. If you're from the United States, the land of the free, the home of the brave, and I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to live here. Love our nation. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about something. We got a new calf. I wanted to kind of show you a little something here, and just a thought that I had. So check this out. Here's a new South Pole calf. You can see her mama's got a really big bag. Her udders are blown out. That's the oldest cow that we have. Talked quite a bit about her. She's a kind of an old grandma. But this is what I was thinking about today, is she just keeps popping out healthy babies. We have 4 of her calves, plus now we're starting to have the second generation from those cows, those heifers. And so it's pretty interesting how, I've even contemplated getting rid of her just because of her age. But then I walk out here on a morning like this, and she's giving birth with no problem to a beautiful little heifer calf. She just knows what to do, got a strong maternal instinct. Man, I just, it's hard to get rid of a cow like that. When you're looking at a heifer, like that one right there in front of her, I mean, don't you just love the way heifers look, or the one behind her even, the lighter colored one right there, right up there. I love the way a heifer looks, and so to replace old cows with heifers it sure does make your herd prettier, because you got a big old cow. She's giving so many babies. Her condition goes down. She's bony. Look at how big her bag is. So it's not optimal. I really don't like to see a cow producing that much milk, and her teats are just too big. They're blown out. But at the same time, when you're starting a herd, we've been in this 4 years now, and you're trying to get your numbers up, and they just keep giving you babies that are healthy. They're doing great, and she does it all on forage alone. She just gets out here and eats and fills her belly, and no inputs, no maintenance. She just does it. So that is something that you just say, wow, she gets to stay on the farm a little while longer. Excuse me, about tripped there. She gets to stay on the farm a little while longer because she's doing what we're asking her to do. And she's not the prettiest cow here, but she's proven. Sometimes you can have a pretty cow that will never prove herself, or you can have a proven old cow that may not make your herd any prettier, but she's making you money. She's giving you babies and doing it well. She knows what to do. You don't have to worry about if there's going to be a problem. She just does it. That's pretty sweet. We're grazing these just these little short breaks today. I don't know if you can see, but there's a line right there. Excuse me for the autofocus. And there's a line right here. So basically we're running up this lane right here, and we're giving breaks. You can see we're coming back to shade back here. They got to have shade. There's a excessive heat warning today. Yesterday it was like 101. The real feel, the heat index was 109 or 110. It was just hot. I really don't like to see babies being born in weather like this, but I'm grateful to have it, and grateful that she's doing a good job with it. So they'll beat this shade up. Everywhere that I've had them in shade, they beat it up real good. But we keep the water down here in the shade. They'll come down in here today, and they'll put a lot of traffic down here in the shade, a lot of manure and urine. But we got to give them that. And so today I'll be incrementally moving them through the lane, through the strip, and so we'll see. Middle of the day, I may give them a break and then just work it toward the evening. We'll see. Supposed to go over to some friend's house tonight. So I'm excited. Really cool. Here's a new baby. Hey, baby. Cute little South Pole calf, half South Pole, half Red Devon. If any of you ever wondered how that that combination would work out, we really like them. So these cows just went into a new break. Small breaks. Honestly, I'm sure they've been shaded up most of the day. It's just, it's too much to be out here for very long. They're doing all right. Oh yeah, her little bag's filling up. She don't have a big bag, but it's filling up. Check on this mama down here. That's a pretty little calf. Half South Pole. Probably half South Pole, half Red Angus. Mama here's nursing, but I'm gonna check on this. This is the mom of the new calf. It's 3 in the afternoon, 3:30. There's actually a storm. Look, we get a chance of a little. I can hear it thundering, so there's a chance of a little bit of rain. You see, these cows have been down here in the kind of mud holing around down here in the creek bottom, which I'm not crazy about, but really the shade is what's more important. The calf got up. There you go, baby, getting some shade. My goodness. It's a good mom. All right, so I wanted to look at some of our regrowth. We're about 7 to 10 days. You can see the cows are right there behind me. So I want to look at some regrowth here. They were on this paddock, and then we came behind. You can see the little light colored weeds behind me is the thing that we're battling with all the time, the woolly croton. Is what it is. I'm still excited about the way this is going because we're getting a lot of regrowth. I'm gonna flip the camera around, let you see from ground level just kind of what I'm talking about. This is really exciting. Okay, y'all, what we're doing is working because this is about 7 to 10 days regrowth with very little rain. We had about a half-inch rain a day ago, but before that we had almost nothing. And so this, I just can't explain to you how new this field was. So to see it looking like this is super, super exciting because we just grazed it. Back this out a little bit. We just grazed it 7 to 10 days ago, and I mean, we're getting a lot of regrowth. It's coming on really nicely, and it just honestly is exceeding expectations. You know how summer forecasts are, at least in the south it's this way. Our summer forecasts are very I don't know, they're hit and miss as far as accuracy. So, you know, you can be expecting a rain, watching the forecast and expecting a rain for several days, and the day of it just totally go away. So they're talking about somewhere around 3 inches of rain altogether coming up. Whether we get it or not, I don't know. If we get a good percentage of that, I'll be super, super happy. I don't know if you can see over there, right in that field right there, there's quite a bit of regrowth there. It's probably knee-high there. And I just finished a pasture walk across the field, across the trees there. And some of those places, man, I can barely walk through them. I mean, they're just so thick, they'll trip you. And so that's super, super exciting. It's a lot of weeds, tons of diversity. That's what I'm super excited about. For most people, they would look at that and say, man, that looks terrible. It's not very pretty. By the way, look at all these, see all these weeds here? It's one of the reasons I clipped this, because we were just trying to set that back a little bit, and it's quite a bit shorter than what it was, because you can see over here, most of that tall stuff is that woolly croton, goat weed. And so we're following right behind the day they graze, or the day after they graze, and clipping the strip that they're in. And so that's kind of what we did all along here. We just came and clipped the strips as they went. Tomorrow they'll move to another strip, and then I'll come behind them and clip that strip that they're in currently. A little concerned about Mama. She's the mom is, I don't know, she's acting a little funny. You can see on her hips there, that shiny, that line's not hot, if you're wondering. You can see that shiny stuff on her hips. Looks like she's got some discharge that she's swishing with her tail. So just kind of watching her. We'll see what it turns out to be. There you go. Some thoughts. That new cow, or the old cow and the new calf. Do you want pretty or proven? Reality is you like both. You like pretty cows that are proven, but sometimes you have to choose between the two. I would say I'm thankful for the pretty cows we have. Most of the pretty cows we have are heifers that haven't been proven though. So something about, I don't know, the heifer just looks so filled out, and as they get older, they start producing milk. I don't know, they just thin out a little bit. So I love the pretty, but you can't. When you're raising calves, you can't make money. Can't be productive without being proven. So I'm thankful for the old proven cows, even if they're not always pretty. Also, just the principles are working. If you've wondered about ultra high stock density grazing, if you've wondered about non-selective grazing, and if you're trying to get away from the take half, leave half because it's not working for you, it is working for some people, but it wasn't working for me. I think you would hear a lot of people say, that sounds good, but cows don't graze like lawnmowers. Cattle do not graze like a lawnmower. They don't, in my experience, here on our farm, they have never gone into a paddock and just grazed the tips off. What they do is they go and they graze the things that they like to the dirt, and leave what they don't like, which is the undesirable. Well, the undesirables then begin to take over because there's no pressure on them. So when you put pressure on the animals, when you put them in tighter, when you put more animals per square foot or per square acre, you increase the competition between the animals, so that then they begin to eat everything, because if they don't get that bite, somebody else is going to. Here we are coming behind, and we're clipping the weeds that are left, because there's stuff here that the cow can't eat and it's too woody to trample. So we're doing that so that everything has the same amount of potential on the next pass, or after we leave here, as stuff is starting to grow back. There's not one that has an advantage over the other, but the grass, the weeds, all of it has the same amount of potential and opportunity. And so it just works out better for the next time around. And then when we rest it for a long time, it's gonna have a long time of rest. And then we'll be back. So it just works out well. Cows are doing good. We're about to get a break in some temps. So the next week is gonna be really, really nice. High 80s, low 90s. And for here, it's been pretty brutal. So that's gonna be really, really nice. Hopefully get some of this rain they're calling for. And the grass I'm telling you, we're chasing grass, which is a good problem to have, but the grass will be growing. So if you're getting rain, I know you're thankful for it. We've also been in a position before where we weren't getting rain. So if that's you, my heart goes out to you. It's always a lot of pressure, just trying to manage everything for drought. By the way, non-selective grazing, it really is a drought management tool as well. If you just graze all year long like you're in a drought, grazing small paddocks every day, not letting them have a big area, but grazing small paddocks, slowing them down, moving across the farm super slow and giving lots of regrowth rest, then it's a great drought management tool. So if you skip across the farm real fast and you're just taking half, leaving half, taking the tips, you know, you get in a drought when everything slows down, then you're going to be in a bind. So most people's drought management plan is when when they stop getting rain and stuff slows down, then tighten them up. Well, why not tighten them up from the very beginning and just move across the farm really slowly, give lots of rest time and regrowth time, and then that way you're in drought mode all the time. You're prepared for a drought all the time. It just makes sense. It just works out well. So anyway, I'll quit rambling. So glad you joined me today here at Pure South Pastures. I'm grateful for every person that watches, all of you who comment, share your thoughts. So grateful for all of our subscribers, new subscribers, people who've been with us for a long time. I just so appreciate you. So many people watch this channel that aren't subscribers, so I just encourage you. If you've made it all the way to here, why don't you hit that subscribe button? I appreciate you doing that. And hit the like button. That helps the algorithm. And I hope you just have a wonderful rest of the weekend. God bless you. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.